Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today we want to take a look at two special attacks. Why exactly only two? Well, those were two attacks which I did in the Clan War of the 100k sub special of Carbonfin, because he invited like a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people of his community, so it was an amazing 50 versus 50, but I completely messed it up. So first off, huge sorry to Carbonfin for, well, it wasn't meant in any disrespectful way or whatsoever, but what exactly happened? So there was a 50 versus 50 with Town of 13, and it was an amazing war. There was a drawing in before that, and you guys know, if you guys ever watched Carbonfin, he's put a lot of effort, a lot of work into that, so it's always super amazing. He had like super cool profile cards for every single player, so it was just over an amazing organized event. And normally whenever I do something with the Americans, everything is finishing up when starting super late, like for me in the midnight, whatever. So I thought it would be the same this time, but apparently the wartime was completely different. It was way earlier, and at some point at the evening, I got like huge amount of Discord messages, and Calvin messaged me as well that there's only 8 minutes in the war. So I had to basically attack 8 minutes. There's only 8 minutes left in the war, and I had to attack in those 8 minutes 2 bases with my pre-cooked armies because there's not too much time to change those up. So the first one was Queen Charge Lalo, the second one Queen Charge Hybrid. So we will take a look at what exactly I did with those 6 or 8 minutes and what exactly we finished up on and how our attacks went. As always, I'm blocking for you guys the vision because I wanted to do the video on those attacks anyway, but well, the problem is it was so short preparation wise that I had no chance to record my screen. So just for this attack, why did I do the Queen Charge Lalo? The Queen and the Royal Champ was kind of close to each other, and I still had a couple of super wall breakers, so I could charge into a multi-inferno tower. That was like the only idea I had on this base. Like I said, we had only like 6 to 8 minutes to somehow force an idea on those attacks, on those bases, with those setup armies. And well, let's see how it goes, right? Let's see how it goes. I'm practicing a lot in the last couple of weeks with the Queen Charge Lalo whenever I have time and whenever I'm playing the game anyway. So let's see whether that were anything useless or like somehow made work of it. So the plan was basically to have my 3 heroes in the beginning funneling each other, like starting off with the king on the right, on the left, then my queen, and then on the right side with my royal champion, just to make sure that my queen is actually going inside. Obviously, you could have done this with maybe wall breakers and with maybe hawk riders or stuff like that, because the only concern was the air defense on the right side. But once again, the planning time wasn't too much. So either way, so far everything's looking good. The only bad thing which is happening right now is my own king is going for the town hall. And with this being said that the town is getting activated, I have to rage kind of early on, which I did not really plan to do, because there was only the expo on my queen, right? Like there's no need to rage with only 1 expo on your queen and with 5 healers. So I had to rage way earlier than I hoped for. I had to freeze the town hall to make sure that the super wall breaker is actually reaching the wall, and then the wall breaker is blowing that wall up. I had 2 wall breakers, I don't know why, but I had 2 in my pre-cooked army, and now the queen is slowly but surely charging deeper into the base, and as soon as the enemy queen is taken out, we can start with our Lalo. To this point, I haven't even thought about where to start my Lalo at, and I was like, okay, we took out that air sweeper, let's start from the left. Another reason obviously is to take out the eagle first, or like kind of early on into the attack, so I think it was the right decision to come from the left side. And well, at some point my queen is dying because we didn't brought too many rages for her. We're freezing mainly the eagle and the scatter shot, like a couple of the 2 biggest enemies to the Lalo. And this guy had 3 freaking multi-inferno towers. Like who is using that? Like what the heck? So it's getting really close in the end because, come on, like there's so much splash damage. Now the tornado trap is getting super close right now. But I have tons and tons of loons left, so it can actually still work. We have 1 more haste spell to drop. We have cleaned up everywhere most of the part, and now the haste spell is getting placed. Most important thing, the Inferno Tower is going down, and this means we're luring over the healers for a couple of tanking hits on the Archer Tower, and so far everything's looking good, right? Like 25 seconds left. The minions are everywhere. We have the last archer tower going down. Finally, the healers are coming over to the archers. But yeah, 15 seconds left, and that's the problem. Like, come on, like time. You guys see in the middle left side, like middle left, yeah, that makes sense. Itsu. So you can see the Ixosaurus in the middle, which is still standing and like freaking. I'm not doing this on purpose, guys. I'm not doing this on purpose. Like, this is so annoying. Like those 99s, I hate them. Okay, now should calm down again, but let's rethink a little bit. Could we have changed that? Let's take a look at this amazing baby dragon. We're placing the baby dragon, and wait, who is that drunk that you're placing? Like, first off, I don't know why I had a baby dragon with me, but who is that drunk that you're placing a clean-up baby dragon and immediately placing a freaking minion next to it? It's like negative IQ play. I should have put that on my thumbnail, but either way, that was just stupid. I think with that one minion, this already cost me the attack. I think just not placing this one minion and it would have been triple. Like, as easy as that, right? Oh well, I'm Itsu, so I like those 99s, right? So I had to do something. God damn it. But either way, now we're back to the Queen Charge Hybrid. Like I said, we had 2 pre-cooked armies. The second one was the Queen Charge Hybrid. And this is kind of like a legend attack for me because, like I said, I did not have too much time to plan. So I feel way more safer with this army on this attack with having that low amount of time to plan, because I was pushing with Queen Charge Hybrid with this exact army for 2 seasons, and one was, I think, both of the times the #1 Queen Charge Hybrid player in the world. So I'm kind of safe with that attack without trying to be too cocky or whatever. So the idea behind that is to do a double layer, like getting into this compartment with the scatter shot, because the main thing is we can reach the tunnel from that direction. So this means we can play for the upper side the hybrid part. That's kind of the idea. That was like the first idea which came to my mind when I took a look at the base. The only thing which is kind of challenging at this point is to make sure that my queen's not dying. That's the first thing. And then obviously getting the second layer, because there's this freaking scatter shot, so it's always risky to do those. But I mean, in my mind, it was a legend attack, right? So sometimes you have to do those risky things. I tried to time it where the scatter shot was just shooting, and somehow my warbreakers are dodging the scatter shot, and somehow one freaking heroic warbreaker is making it to the wall and is opening up the compartment, which is super clutch for me. And since this was not a legend attack, I could have just started with a hybrid, because if it was in 1-star in the end, it's a 1-star. The base was already 2-star. I tried to pick bases which had the lowest amount of percentage. I think this base was on like 66% or something like that. So I tried to pick the bases which had not too many percentage, so to somehow save the war. We'll take a look at the result in a second. But yeah, that's basically the reason why I attacked those 2 bases. They were from the top, the highest bases with the lowest scores on them. So yeah, Queen took out the Town Hall, so everything is fine. We got the 2nd star, so we can take a look now at the percentage. And so far everything is fine. By the way, take a look at this amazing clutch air warden. You could have never told that I just did a air attack, by the way. Either way, let's get back to the attack. We have our Hawk Riders coming from the top side. Our Queen is still alive, trying to help with beating some walls, obviously. And now the Hawk Riders are getting into some giant bombs. They like those. And then I have still my miners left to finish up the base, because you guys can see right now the time I unblocked it, so you guys can see it. It's working pretty good. And the Queen is even doing a small thing, not going for the wall, instead going around and yeah, beating some Teslas up. Still the P.E.K.K.A.s alive from the siege barracks, and that's like the only thing which I was able to change with like the insights you see, like deciding to go for Hawk Riders and not go for the Yeti blimp, which I did like one of the seasons. So yeah, 199% in the last couple of seconds of the war. It's pretty good, I think. It's pretty good. So let's take a look at the result. Was it enough to save the war? Was it just another... Oh, it was another fail. God damn it. 122 to 125. So GG's to the other team. And then obviously I wanted to show you guys my base, because like I said, I would just put up those bases like non-stop, so you guys can't copy all of those. So some of them will work for you. This was a legend base which I used for some time, and you can tell that it was a legend base because it's basically trapped. Like this sweepers point towards the upper side, this to the right side, which means there are two Yeti blimp entries for the eagle and for the bottom Inferno Tower, and both are trapped. Like that's how Legend League works, right? Like you have one or two obvious entries and you trap those to hell so someone is failing. And that's what I did with this base. So if you want to try it out, give it a shot. It worked pretty decent. I think it worked a little bit better than average, but not like too good. But maybe you can tweak it a little bit. It's already like I used it last season in the beginning, I think. So yeah, if you want, give it a try. The link for this base is down below the description. And yeah, that's it. Once again, huge congrats on those 100k subscribers, Carbon. Amazing war. Once again, he's doing everything he can. He's streaming, I think, so many times, way more often than I do. And yeah, once again, GG's to everyone who was in the war. One more thing, if you guys would like to support me or basically any content creator, make sure to use those creator codes. If you would like to support me and my channel, use that creator code ITSU whenever you're buying anything in game like gems, gold pass, or one of those offers right now. Make sure to do that. It would be a huge support for me or any of the other content creators out there. There are so many. Make sure to pick your favorite and always make sure to have the content creator code set up. Either way, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys back tomorrow for another one. See you guys until then, and bye bye.